Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Oh, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
What? Gotta turn the speakers off. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on with that weird intro. It like looped twice. I don't know. But what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Frankie Candles live stream right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. What is going on, Candle Mafia? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel of pain and pleasure, where you will have a chance to win maybe a signed copy of Ben's new book, Catching Up to Crypto. Maybe it's a little bit of crypto. Maybe it's one of these hats. Maybe, just maybe, we'll give away some Candle Mafia merch, some of our new merch designs, guys. We never really know what we're going to give away, but we do figure it out along the way. If we hit, what do we got? Let's see, how many people we got in here today? We got about 600 people in here as of right now. It'll probably creep up over time. But if we get 800 likes on tonight's stream, guys, I'll go ahead and add a Candle Mafia hat. One of these hats. Not the Haikanashi hats. I mean, maybe we'll do a Haikanashi hat. I don't know, but we will give a hat away if we hit 850 likes on tonight's live stream. If not, we'll just spin the wheel however many times we have to, and you guys will wind up getting some free crypto anyway, so it's a win-win situation for you and me, I guess, because I get to hang out with the Candle Mafia. But guys, excuse me, super interesting price action today. Got a little bit of a move up. Now we're getting a little bit of a move down. There were some signs calling for this move down, at least in the immediate, at least in the short term. We did get some signals. It's quite a crazy day today, guys. I was kind of getting pulled in a million different directions. I was on Debate Crypto. Shout out to Debate Crypto at 3 p.m. So that was another thing I had to do. I was getting yanked all over the place. So I did not spend that much time at my desk. But we did get a little bit of a move up. Then we did put in some bearish divergences on some decent time frames. Got a little bit of a pullback, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the key levels that we need to hold if we want to get a move up to that 27, 28, 30K area. Pop through that low volume gap that we've been keeping an eye on this channel. We're going to be talking about those key levels. I'm going to give you guys an idea of where I think price is headed in the medium to short term. As you guys know, I am leaning a little bit more bullish in the long term, but I'm going to let you guys know what I think price is going to do, in the medium and the short term as well. Shout out to all the green names. Shout out to all the new emojis. These things are crazy. But shout out to you guys. We're going to have a great show. Just ahead. Never mind. We're going to do a full 2-hour show tonight, guys. But if I have to leave early, I might just kind of put a stop to things and head out a little bit early. Like I said, I had a crazy day. I fell behind on a pre-record. And like I said, guys, tomorrow I do have the gender reveal of my very own niece or nephew. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I will be traveling tomorrow. I do plan on at least either going live. If I cannot go live, I am traveling. I'm taking like a 8-hour car ride. So I don't know exactly what time I'm going to be arriving. If I arrive in time for my 5:45 p.m. live stream, I will go ahead and do it. But if I can't, I'll at least get some content out to you guys. Maybe it's a pre-recorded market update. Maybe I'm just in the Discords updating you guys in there. But we will be putting out content tomorrow. So the reason I might want to end a little bit early tonight is so I can get that pre-record done tonight, so I can edit it in the car on the way and then upload it tomorrow, so you guys at least get some content. But yeah, we'll be getting hopefully I can get there by 5:45, and I will just go live from that hotel room. Hopefully it's a nice hotel room. But guys, with all that being said, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Whether it's a 2-hour stream, a 1-hour stream, a 45-minute stream, or a 2.5-hour stream, we do have a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and say what's up to the Candle Mafia. Before we jump into the charts, guys. And shout out to everybody in the live stream last night. I was talking to Crypto Billy after the stream. He was texting me, and guys, I think that was my favorite live stream we've ever done. I think that tops it as my favorite live stream we've ever done. It was an absolute blast watching everybody go crazy in chat. I couldn't believe how many people were in there. Shout out to Hannah King, says 850 likes equals 40 memberships, 20 from me, 20 from Billy. Hannah King and Crypto Billy are in cahoots, guys. They're in cahoots to get everybody those memberships. Shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate it so much. But yeah, I was saying, definitely up there with one of my favorite live streams we've ever done. I think we've done like hundreds of live streams at this point. And yeah, up there for my number one live stream we've ever done. It was super lit. We had a ton of people in here. We had a ton of people chatting. Our chat rate, just for example, or just for perspective, our chat rate right now is 26. This is typically where we hover during a live stream. Maybe we get up into the 50s when we're going really nuts. Yesterday, we hit 605. I couldn't read chat, guys. It was flying up so fast, I could not read it. So I just jumped in there and started spamming myself. But anyway, let's see who we got in here. Shout out to Devin C. says, GOAT. Hey, I don't know what noise. I don't know. Goats make weird noises, I think. There's like, la, 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 blah, blah, blah. There you go. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate the kind comments, guys. They do go further than you would even imagine. Let's see. Shout out to Devin. Shout out to Creighton C. Said Crypto Face and the last two streams. Shout out to Creighton. I think I might have missed that first message, but shout out to Creighton C. Thank you for being here, bro. I do appreciate you. Let's see. R252, what is going on? Said, can we turn the volume up? Yeah, we sure can turn the volume up. Usually I have the opposite problem. Is that getting a little bit better? Can you hear me a little bit better now? Hopefully that clears things up for you. Shout out to R252. I appreciate you. Man on fire. What is going on? Fire up the linguini. Fire up the linguini. Shout out to Jimmy with a stimmy. He said, let's go, Frankie. Give me the marinade. And I was just saying, hey, bro, thanks for saying it right. It's not marinara. It's marinade. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Said, yo, Frankie, if you pull a fixed range volume profile for all the price action from the 14th of January to now, we are coming close to retesting the value area high after breaking up out of that range. Chembro, I'm going to go ahead and pin that real quick so I don't lose it. And then I will read it again, and we'll go check that out for you. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Thank you for being here. Multi-Sig Dummy, what is going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. Crypto Chef. Crypto Chef, I think I actually, I think I filled out a card. I wrote you a note. I think you won some, what do you call it? You won some merch. Shout out to you, bro. That should be coming out to you pretty soon. Shout out to Panda Punch back in the chat. What is going on, man? He says, TF, I got unsubbed. Love the Discord, by the way. Shout out to Panda Punch. Look at that. YouTube working against us, just automatically unsubbing people. Unbelievable. They don't want people out there making money, I guess. Shout out to Panda Punch. I appreciate you for being in here, man. And hey, bro. One day we're going to have that check mark. Congrats on you getting it, though. I got to check out your channel. I don't know if you have like 100K or maybe you have 1 million subs and like the check mark's not that big a deal to you anymore. I don't know. But shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Alex O. Crypto says, fire up that Alfredo Fibonacci. Shout out to Alex O. Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. OG. Let's get it. Shout out to Kristen. Shout out to Multi-Sig Dummy. We said what's up to you. Shout out to Karen. Shout out to, guys, our female CandleMafia members are showing face, guys. They are coming out like crazy. Shout out to Jessica, our resident female representative of the CandleMafia. Shout out to you, Jessica. You're bringing. We had a Melissa in here. We got a bunch of females in here now. YouTube tells me that 97% of our audience is male, which is pretty heavy leaning, which isn't surprising for crypto. It's just a bunch of, just a bunch of dudes. But yeah, shout out to all our female CandleMafia members. If you're a female lurking CandleMafia member, go ahead and show yourself in chat. And CandleMafia, show our females some love. And guys, also Tony D gave me some interesting metrics today. Only 38% of the people who view our content are subscribed to the channel. That means that we more realistically have way more than 40,000 subscribers, but there's a lot of lurkers out there, and I feel you. I used to be a lurker on YouTube until I started YouTube and realized how much subbing and liking and commenting actually hit the algorithm, and now I see my friends streaming, whether it's Jason Casper, Crypto Face, or Lifer, or whoever it is. I always go in there, I smash the like button, I'll leave a comment or something, or I'll get in chat a little bit just to boost up the algorithm. But yeah, if you're not subbed to the channel and you're a lurker, just do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But guys, with all that being said, I think it's time. Shout out to Bubba's Crypto in the chat. Shout out to Bubba's. Let's go. Funny show. What is going on? Crypto Shawnee B. What is going on? Says, yo, what's up, Frankie? I say, yo, what's up, Sean? What's going on, bro? Shout out to V Ranger. Shout out to iMusic, or maybe One Music. I don't know. Crypto Jason, what is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got 961 people in here. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like puppies and babies. With all that being said, guys, let's go ahead. We got a whole lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to look at. And like I said, I've been running around like crazy all day. So bear with me. I might be doing some of this TA live, or usually I have my stuff set up. I may have to set some stuff up. So bear with me, guys. But without further ado, maybe it'll be a good learning experience. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Here we go. Let's see. I've been subbed and lurking in here since like 250 subscribers. Shout out to Andrew. And we're not talking about Andrew P or Andrew A, just Andrew. He's the OG original Andrew. And I guess he is an OG if he's been here since 250 subscribers. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for lurking. We appreciate our lurkers. You don't always got to show yourself in chat, but, you know, smash that subscribe button. Let's get it. All right, guys. So what is going on? Bitcoin went up, and then Bitcoin is now going down. It'll probably go up again at some point. So with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got. I'm just kidding. I think that's what people think traders do, though. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump in real quick here. What's going to happen when Frankie is at 300,000 followers and doing live streams with 3K viewers? The shout-outs will take 2 hours alone. Creighton C. You're probably right. Obviously, as we grow, guys, it may get a little bit harder to get everybody's comments in or respond to everybody's DMs. But just always know, I will, until I pass out from exhaustion, try to talk to everybody in chat, answer all the DMs, answer all the comments as best as I can, although it does get harder and harder every day, which is kind of a good thing. One thing I can promise is I will never forget. I will never forget anybody here. Like, we could have someone that was in one of the first streams. If they came back, I will recognize their name. So shout out to the OG CandleMafia. Shout out to the new CandleMafia members. And let's go ahead and start looking at some charts here. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and hide that TA real quick, and let's just go ahead and take a look at the price action. I want to talk to you guys kind of, you know, how I'm feeling in the macro, right? And just kind of some potential scenarios we could find ourselves in here coming up pretty soon, right? So basically right now, guys, what is happening just in simple terms is, you know, obviously we have gotten a little push up. We've broken our highs that we made back here in early February before this little correction. Now we have made a higher high. This is bullish, guys. This is, you know, just continuing my bullish sentiment in the long term here, right? We finally got a break out of these lows. We came up, broke these FTX levels, hopped up above them, and then came back and perfectly retested those FTX levels. You guys will know that FTX level was a major level of support we were looking at. And we came down, we tested that FTX level and held it as support before coming up and making another higher high. So we are looking pretty bullish just in general, guys. I also, oh God, give me 1 second, guys. I think I missed a super chat. I got to let them load here. Yeah, let me just get these super chats real quick. Shout out to Buy Bitcoin Daily. Says LFG, Frankie, let's see them levels. VALPOCVAH. Let's get it. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to the volume profile. Shout out to Buy Bitcoin Daily. And if you guys are wondering, his name is Jake. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to TopCat867. Oh, he got a membership. Shout out to you, man, and welcome to the muscle. Shout out to Hannah King. We read hers. 850 likes equals 40 gifted memberships to the Candle Mafia. 20 from her, 20 from Billy. Shout out to Hannah King. Shout out to Billy. And then shout out to Dennis. Thank you for that super chat. Said, join the free Discord. It's fire, learning, and profits. Shout out to Dennis. Yeah, shout out to you. Link in the description down below to that free Discord, guys. Do not sleep on that free Discord. All right. Let's see. Adil Hussein, what is going on, bro? He says, remember me, Frank? I absolutely, Adil, of course I remember you. He says, remember me, Frank? Lol, been here since week 3 of the beginning of the channel. Been a lurker since, but appreciate you like you couldn't believe. Adil, I 100% remember you. I think the last time I saw you or talked to you, we were actually in the old studio, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat. But yeah, bro, I think the last time we actually saw you not lurking was back when we were in the old studio. But guys, let's continue on here. Best place to learn. Let's go. Shout out to Midu. Shout out to you, man. Lots of green names. I love it. I love it. Shout out to the green names. But Guys, we came up, we made another higher high. This is looking pretty juicy to me. And again, we came up finally came up to test these highs that we made all the way back in August here. This was kind of that next level we were looking at. Hey, if we break these highs, we're probably going to come test these highs right here that we made back in August. And we are getting a little bit of a rejection. Nothing really too surprising about that. Not saying we're dumping down to zero, but we are getting a little rejection off that level. Very, very key level of resistance, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that visible range volume profile, guys, because I want to take a look at the volume here, because as you guys know, this is kind of what we call knocking on the door. Knocking on the door to a portal? I don't know, a time machine or a teleportation device where, guys, if we break further into this low volume gap, we are just knocking on the door here. If we can get decisively push through this low volume gap, we will likely see a very, very quick move up, potentially coming up to that 27 to 30K level. Gonna be, we're here, right? We are tapping on that door. So remember, the last time we were having a situation like this where we were knocking on the door of a low volume gap was right up here saying, hey, if we crack this level, these highs from back here, if we crack this level, we are likely going to get a straight teleportation up. And that is exactly what happened. We closed this whole gap. We ripped right through it, and obviously now we are coming up. So we are in a very similar situation than we were all the way down here. So if you were looking at this volume gap when we were watching it and you feel like you missed it and you were like, oh, God, he was talking about that on the live stream, and like you missed the move, right? Let's say you missed the move. Just remember, we are in a very similar area. However, there's actually less ahead of us here. We have much less volume here. So could get really exciting to the upside if we can break past these highs, obviously, where we got rejected. And we're going to talk about those key levels in just a second. But just in general, guys, things are looking, looking pretty good, right? Obviously we have the higher high on the weekly, which is one of the main things making me feel bullish. We have the monthly green dot, right? We have the monthly green dot. I talked about this on Debate Crypto earlier today. If we actually pull up Market Cypher, you can see, we had that bullish divergence on the weekly. Another thing that was making me lean bullish, we were looking at this divergence, potential divergence before it printed, and then it printed, and I was basically just saying, hey, guys, this thing might rip. This thing might rip, right? And I was saying it for about 5 weeks. I started to think I was maybe crazy, and then finally it played out, and I was like, whew. Thought I was losing my mind. I thought there was a bullish divergence on the weekly, but it just didn't do anything until, delayed reaction, right? So, with that, shout out to Clint. Shout out to you, man. He says Frankie Candles is the GOAT. Shout out to you, bro. That's crazy. I appreciate you, man. Again, bullish divergence on the weekly. That was a pretty bullish sign, right? At least for some upside. So that was where I started feeling bullish, right? Monthly green dot just solidifying the bullishness, and then that higher high on the weekly after that divergence started playing out. These are the main reasons I am bullish, right? And then obviously we're testing these highs, and again, as soon as we break through those highs, we are likely going to fall into that low volume gap. Whoop! Right up to that 30K level. But understand, guys, you are likely going to find resistance in other areas, before we get straight to 30K, right? We're likely not just going to teleport directly to 30K in just one giant green candle. You want to understand, right? We do have some structural resistance here. You have the lows from this previous range that you may hit up against. And then also, we also did just perfectly reject off of basically right where this wick came down, right? We wicked down to this. This wick came down to about 25. You guys can't see my finger on the screen, but just look at my horizontal crosshair. That wick is coming down right to where we rejected. So this wick is right where we rejected right here. That level lines up almost perfectly, right? So that is obviously going to be a level of resistance. We just rejected there. But if we do get up higher, that 20, let me see. Yeah, 26, 27.8. You have to understand that we do have those structural lows down here. So it may not be the cleanest shot up, but just so you know, that is a big volume gap. It's probably going to be decently clean, right? It's going to be a pretty fast move up if we do get it. But just understand when I say that, you do have little things, right? We bumped our head on this wick, then we might bump our head on these wicks at about 28K. But really, the target through this low volume gap is between 28 and 30K. So let's keep an eye on that level. And just in short, That's basically where I think we could be heading next if the bullish momentum continues. Obviously, your 3-day is looking for that green dot very soon. Money flow coming back up here. You guys will know is money flow was looking pretty bearish at one point, looking like it wanted to come back out, but then we got it to turn around. Looking for that green dot as your money flow is coming up. Doesn't look too bad, right? 2-day green dot is printing now. As you guys know, we had that confirmed red dot here as we crept up and then spilled off a little bit. Now we're getting another green dot, so the 2-day starting to roll back over. 3-day looking for that green dot pretty soon. 4-day looking for that green dot as well. As you guys know, we looked at this yesterday. We had that red dot printing on the 5-day. It then confirmed and gave us an immediate VWAP flip. We checked this out last night. This is pretty bullish, right? I always talk about these VWAP flips. These VWAP flips, in my opinion, basically indicate that the bears tried to come in and push us down, and the bulls said nope and just flipped us back to the upside, and the bulls are trying to push it back up. But this is not confirmed. If we get a big dump, this could disappear, so keep that in mind. Money flow coming back up on your 5-day as well. Your 6-day looking like it may get some support on that 0 line, but just in general, it is generally coming down, so that is something to watch. But again, if that 5-day green dot confirms and we start getting a move up, you'll likely get some support on that 0 line for that VWAP, which could indicate some more upside. And again, guys, we don't have to come up much higher to crack into that volume gap and get a very, very quick move up, which I'm sure will happen while I am like, I don't know. I'm going to go like scuba diving for the first time ever, and it's going to happen while I'm 30 feet under the sea. That was the weirdest example I could have come up with. It's going to happen when I'm at the gender reveal, guys, probably. That's more realistically, probably what's going to happen. Let me just raise up the Frankie Candle studio here just a little bit. My chair, guys, just keeps going down further and further automatically. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, basically my long-term outlook remains essentially the same here, guys. But that 2-day green dot printing is a decent sign here. Taking a look at the daily green dot obviously confirmed. Money flow coming up. Not too much new stuff to come out of there. One thing I will, now that we get down to the lower time frames, you guys will know yesterday I was saying as Robbie says, talk faster so I can't understand anything. All right, Robbie, we could definitely do that. You thought I was talking fast then. I could talk way faster than that, bro. Shout out to Rob. I'm from New York, bro. I could talk faster than that. But yeah, hashtag value. Shout out to Kuzakin Bump It. But yeah, as we, yesterday we were talking about those lower time frames starting to look like they were getting a little bit overheated, right? We were looking at time frames like the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 3 hour, even the 4 hour. We did get that red dot starting to come down a little bit here now. So we did get that little cool off. Obviously, we did get a little bit more of a push up this morning, just a little higher high, so we could put in some bearish divergences on the lower time frames, such as that 1 hour. We put in that beautiful bear div before spilling off a little bit, but we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, so we got that little cool off that we were expecting with those overheated lower time frames, but it does not make me flip bearish because of that 2-day green dot, because of the money flow continuing to come up on the daily, because of the 12-hour money flow coming back up, and so on and so forth, right? Money flow back in the green on the 4 hour as well. So yeah, we got that cool off that we were looking for. I just want to bring that back up. So I like to explain why we look at stuff, right? Like, hey guys, and then see how it plays out, right? Because nothing's 100% in trading or TA. Nothing is 100%. It's all a game of probabilities, right? So, I kind of like going back and looking at this stuff to see like, hey, like typically when the lower time frames are overheated, even if you don't get an immediate cool off, it means it's likely coming down the pipes, right? So we did get that cool off eventually, even though we did get that second push up. And as of right now, guys, that 4 hour VWAP got rejected at that 0 line, starting to come down a little bit. The one thing I would keep an eye on here for some further downside would be that 8 hour, right? That 8 hour red dot is looking to print here. And yeah, that 8 hour red dot is looking to print, and the reason I would say watch that for some further downside is because if we come down to the 24-minute, you can see we're starting to cross over into the red with the money flow, and even more powerfully, that 30-minute is coming very close to that 0 line, looking for that crossover into the red. If we get that 30-minute crossover into the red, and that 24-minute is still in the red, and we get that 8 hour red dot at the same time, that could indicate that we are going to get a big move to the downside. maybe I take that back. I don't want to say a big move, but a tangible move, right? We might get a decent move down, right? I'm not calling for a massive dump, down to 18K, but that typically is a pretty powerful signal. Again, you want to look for your identify the market that you're trading, right, on the higher time frames. What's the 4-hour looking like? What's the 8-hour looking like? What's the daily looking like, right? If those are starting to cool off, you have the VWAPs coming down, you have money flow starting to curve off maybe. When you have that, you could go down to these lower time frames, right? So typically, for me, I look at the 8-hour with the 24-minute money flow, the 30-minute money flow, even the 15-minute money flow can start to bleed in, 45-minute money flow as well. So if you get that red dot on the 8-hour, you could expect a move to the downside, and then you could come down to the 30-minute, the 24-minute, and then look at the money flow crossover into the red as kind of your signal to enter, right? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to spit that little extra sauce. But 8-hour red dot, once this prints, that will likely give us some form of a move down. And again, it will add a little fuel to the fire if we can get the money flow on these lower time frames to cross into the red or at least stay in the red here. Now, if we do come down, guys, let's start looking at some levels that we can keep our eye on. Now, first off, I do just want to say, guys, if you don't have the spider lines on your chart, you got to get them on there. We came up, we pumped right up to this level, right? Banged our head, banged our head, banged our head, came down, and then boom, we got our second push up right to this spider line. And then we put in this bearish divergence. This is on the 24-minute. And I want to hammer this home, guys, because we've been talking about this recently. It's kind of been the vibe of the live stream. You could get bearish divergences, right? And they do play out more often than they don't. One of the most powerful trading signals that you can find. Also, one of the easiest to spot, right? When I first started trading, if I could just learn volume profiles, divergences, and then just pick an indicator or two to add confirmation and filter out bad trades, I would have saved myself so much time and so much dang money. So when you put in a bearish divergence into a key level of resistance, such as a spider line, this is a pretty bearish sign. But not only did we have the bearish divergence, and, it always seems like we get these textbook beautiful setups when I'm getting yanked and shooting videos and yanked over here. Hey, dude, got to do this, record it over here. It just like my busiest days are when the easiest and like simplest setups occur, right? So on the 24-minute, you had your higher highs into this key level, which was your spider line. You had your higher highs, and then you had your lower lows on your momentum waves, giving you that bearish divergence. But not only that, guys, you also had your money flow coming out, right? The fact that the money flow was also coming out with our momentum, and the fact that there was a bear div there, and the fact that there was a level of resistance, you have tons of confirmation here for at least a little bit of a scalp short, right? Bearish divergence and key resistance is kind of enough to at least get a reaction, and then you have the confirmation of that money flow coming out, which gives you that extra bit of confidence to actually hold the trade. And then finally, we did get a fall down. Now, another way you could kind of confirm this trade is look up to a higher time frame, right? 24-minute, this is beautiful. Money flow coming out, momentum coming out, and you had a bear dip into key resistance, right? Boom. That's a beautiful little scalp trade right there. You got 3 confirmations, and it wound up playing out pretty well, obviously. But then you can kind of leak up into the higher time frames. Let's see what the 1 hour's doing, right? Well, actually, hang on. Let me just mark this out, right? So we're about right here. Let's pretend, put a vertical line right there. Let's pretend that we're looking at price. None of this has happened. We're seeing that bearish divergence forming, money flow coming out into key resistance. Hey, this looks a little bearish. Maybe I'll take this trade, but let me see what the 1 hour's doing. What's the 1 hour doing? Okay, well, see, I had this on, anyway. Whatever. So you're looking at the 1 hour, right? What's happening on the 1 hour? Same thing. Same exact thing, right? Not only are you about to print a red dot, which you could have seen because you had the VWAP coming down, right? So you could expect that red dot to print because if that VWAP crosses below the 0 line, there's a red dot following right after that. So you come over. Honestly, a red dot on the 1 hour would even be decent enough confirmation to be like, hey, if that bear div plays out a little on the 24-minute and then that 1 hour red dot prints a little bit later, that's just that extra backup you have a couple time frames ahead that, that 24-minute will play out first. And then, that 1 hour red dot will print, probably later on because it's a higher time frame. And that is the extra push that you need in case price tries to come back up. You have that 1 hour red dot like, let's come down a little bit more. So it's almost, you could think of it as like backup, right? But not only a red dot, guys, you didn't just have the red dot. you had a bearish divergence forming, right? Higher highs into key resistance, same deal, right? Lower highs on your momentum waves, excuse me, and you also had your money flow coming out. There's your confluence right there. That's a pretty setup. That is a pretty setup for at least a little bit of a scalp trade. And, whatever, let's assume you got in like on this candle here. Nice little 4% move, guys. Throw a little 10x leverage on that thing. You can turn that into some pretty good gains. And the reason I bring this up, guys, is because I like to point out these setups to you guys, or at least, go back and see them so you guys can know what to look for too. If this helps you out, throw a candle emoji in chat. Hit me with a hashtag value or something. If you like going back and like kind of going through what we were able to see to expect these moves to the downside. Now, granted, we didn't see this on yesterday's stream. I actually didn't even get a chance to post in the Discord, unfortunately, which breaks my heart. But we got a lot of things going on, so it's impossible to post every single setup that comes up. But I hope by teaching you guys on these live streams, by posting in the free Discord, by doing the premium live streams in the premium Discord and the premium market updates in the premium Discord, and just posting, you guys can learn how we actually trade. And you can, if I'm not there to put the setup or I'm, miss a setup, you guys can also see this stuff through what you learned from me. So, there we go. Shout out to Indiana Candles with the pickles. You're funny, bro. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fire. Yeah. So that's why I like to go over this stuff, guys. 1,400 Mafia members in here. Like Johnny Jackhammer. Hey, guys. Jackhammer that like button. Just quadruple click it really fast. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, this is why I bring this stuff up, guys. So next time you see price going up, making higher highs into a key resistance level, and you see that there's a bearish divergence, and maybe money flow is also coming out, you could be like, wow, that every time Frankie Candles brings that up, they usually hit pretty hard, right? So there you go. I just kind of wanted to break that down. We did come up to this key level, which was that spider line, which was one of those targets we were looking at about 25K, right? We were looking for this move to 25K. Next immediate level of resistance above us here, if we do get another move up, is going to be that 786 coming in at about 25.5. This was actually one of the more major levels we were watching at about $25,500. And then if you turn off the logarithmic, if you go into your linear settings or turn off log, I don't know how to say it, turn off log on your chart, and if you could see that we have two linear spider lines here, and then this was the one that we just rejected at about 25.2. Oh wait, hang on one second. Am I shot? Oh, okay, yeah. So this linear spider line was a little higher. You could see we wicked up to it perfectly. And that comes in at about 25,250, and then this one right up here comes in at about $25,750, and then you have that 786 right in the middle, making this a beautiful, beautiful little short zone. This is basically, when I look at my support and resistance, I find my levels, guys, and then if I find a little pocket that has multiple levels of resistance, I will just go ahead and make that a box, and then this is essentially like my short area, right? This is like my short box, because if we come up, you could wick through a spider line. You could wick through a 786. So you don't know exactly what level you're going to reject here, but I know that there is a pocket of savage resistance in here. So if we wick up in here and I get bearish signals as we wick up into here, it might be a good place to look for a short. So next thing, in this blue box, obviously the 786 and this spider line are going to be decent resistance. Going to be those next levels that we watch. And then, once we crack above this spider line decisively at about 25.7, 25.8, that's where you will likely break, into that low volume gap. Let's spawn the volume here, right? Once we break above that level, that's where we will be, decently into that low volume gap, and where we could see a quick move up to, we have a local value area high here at about 28K. That's where that move would likely be very quick into that 28K level. But again, you want to remember, like I said, low volume typically makes a quick move, but you want to understand that there are still levels, some levels in between here. So these two spider lines right here between about 27K and about 27,250, we may actually hit our head on that, right? Doesn't mean we're going to reject hard, but, once we hop up on here, flip this to support, might get a quick move up into those, and then we might kind of just like tap around here a little bit before shooting up to that 28 and maybe even that 30K level. And you guys will know or remember, let me just go ahead and pull up a cleaner chart here. Let me go ahead and hide all this TA. I'm just going to go like this, a little bing, a little bong, go here, do this, click there, bing bong, hit that, push here, flick that switch, push that button, spin that knob. So there you go, right? But really what I want to show you guys here is if we do continue to break up, you guys will know that we've been talking a lot about those volume profiles or those value areas. One thing you want to realize is if you grab your fixed range volume profile right here and you pull a little bit of volume on this sideways consolidation, whoops. If this happens to you guys, if you're trying to pull your volume on a small little range and it just extends all the way to the right, all you got to do is go ahead and double click on your volume profile, come in here and unclick extend to right, and then it will just go right to where you dragged it from, right? So right here, we have our volume profile from this previous area of consolidation, and that value area low does come in at about 29K or 28.9. And then you have your POC up here, and then your value area high is at that 30K level. And as you guys know, we kind of talk about how price likes to hunt out these value areas, right? So you can see we had a little bit of a value area down here that we traded in, right? And then we had another value area that we traded here. When you see these ranges on price, guys, this is where price finds balance. It likes to hang out there, right? And this typically correlates with a high volume node, as you can see here. This little range correlates with this high volume node. This little range here correlates with this high volume node. And then you could see even this value area right here, where we ranged around for what felt like forever, that correlates with this high volume node, right? So this is kind of how I see the market, right? And the reason I do this is because typically price likes to hunt out high volume nodes as well as low volume nodes. But typically when you hunt out a low volume node, you just fly right past it. Let's see. So we ranged around here, right? Up, down, bing, bong, bing, bong. You're trading the range, and then boom, we break out of that value area. Once you break out of that value area, you're naturally entering into a low volume gap. And where is price gonna go? I'm gonna have to say something. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Mrs. Candles. She keeps turning off my camera fan. Bear with me, guys. Let that cool off for a second before I turn it back on. But I'm gonna continue on here. You know what? I'll actually go ahead and do this. Let's see. Actually, we'll just leave it. Okay. So basically, guys, how I see this is we're ranging around here. Once you break out of that value area, you will likely break into a low volume node. And what happens when you're in that low volume node, or no man's land, as I like to call it? Price will likely seek out the next highest volume node, which usually winds up being a previous point of control. And you could see that we had a previous point of control over here at about 19.2. And if you zoom in, if we came to a lower time frame, you could kind of see it here. You could kind of see it right here. This POC was coming in at about 19.2. And if I just go ahead and hide that VPVR real quick, you can see we broke out, flew through the gap, and got sucked right to that point of control before getting a slight rejection before breaking right through it. So the reason I bring this up, guys, is because, let me hide this real quick. This is how we could kind of predict where price is going to go, right? This is the sauce, guys. I shouldn't be giving this away, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love the CandleMafia. You bing bong around, you leave the value area, you're in no man's land, you're likely going to hunt out that next high volume node, which again is often a previous point of control, right? So you pop up right there, get a little rejection, you break through it, right? And then you come up and you look for, you come up to find a new value area. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, where was this a previous value area? Well, if you grab your fixed range volume profile and you pull this little range right here, you could see that this range, this little area where we ranged in for a little bit, does correlate basically with where we ranged on price here. And we did have a little high volume node here, so price left this high volume node, or I should say once we broke out of this level, right? This value area high, we cracked out of here, flipped it to support, went to hunt out the next highest volume node, which was right here. We stuck around, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. We came down, retest. Now we are testing this key level of resistance, and the real reason I bring this up, guys, is to just show you how price hunts out these high volume nodes, right? You break this range, you hunt out this high volume node. You break through that high volume node, you hunt out this high volume node. You break this high volume node, where are we going to go? Most likely, we're going to go to the next the closest POC in the direction that price is going, right? Where is that POC? That POC is right here, right? POC, right here. at about $30,250. Now, it doesn't mean that we're just going to rip right up to 30K. We could easily come up and reject before we even get into that value area. And again, Dave Digital got me with those signs. Shout out to Dave Digital. But this is going to be a very key level. Once we get up to 28.9, 28.950, right? This level right here, the value area low of that previous range, guys. This is going to be a key level to watch. This is the sauce, guys. This is the sauce. Bunch of free stuff, freebies in here today. This is going to be the value area low. This is going to be a key level to test because, I mean, granted, by the time we get up there, we had basically filled the entire gap. But if we flip this level to support, we could expect to come up to our value area high of that previous range, and that comes in at about $30,500. And again, we're doing this all off of previous value areas. And I talk a lot about how price hunts out previous value areas, but I wanted to bring that up, in the past, talking about, how price has hunted out these high volume nodes in the past, because I think it makes sense, right? So you range around on this high volume node, you break out through the gap, hunt out the next high volume node, break out, hunt out the next high volume node right here, right? And the way that you can find these levels, other than looking at the volume on the right-hand side of the screen on your VPVR, is you could kind of look where price is there an area up here where we ranged that price might want to stick to, right? So now we can project that same, I don't want to call it a strategy, but you could project that same thought process or same theory into the future. And, once we break away from this high volume node decisively, we're going to hunt out that next high volume node, especially with that big gap. It could happen very quickly. And then maybe once we get accepted back over this value area low, we may start to range up in here a little bit before either losing this back to the downside, coming down to potentially at that point, retest these highs together, right? I'll draw this as a level. This is obviously very speculative, but if we get accepted back into this value area, we might kind of range around, and then if we lose it, we might come back down to retest these highs that we made over here as support before breaking even higher. And I don't want to get into any higher targets because that's kind of moon math. But it's not impossible to come higher than that, guys. But I just did want to break down that volume profile sauce for you guys. I highly recommend you guys mess around with these volume profiles. Even if you just hit the chart and experiment, right? Even if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, experiment, right? Come to a random point on the chart, right? Come over here, right? Let's look here, right? Let's look at this right here, right? What happened right here, right? We kind of came down. We have a low, a high, a low, and then we didn't really come up to the high again, but we could pull some volume here, right? Let's pull some volume on this level right here, right? You got your value area low, and I don't know if this is going to play out. I'm just doing this as an example. This is what you should do. You should be playing around on your chart, right? These levels will likely be respected in the future, right? The value area high, POC, and value area low of this range will likely be respected over here. So if you zoom in over here, were those levels respected? You could see, let me get rid of the volume over here so it's clean. You could see, right, come down, hit your POC, you lost the value area low, you came back up, held that value area low as support, fly right up to the value area high, get rejected from there, right to the value area low, and then you fly back to your POC, back to the VAL, back to the POC, back to the VAH, back down, break below the value area low. But you can see that we traded in this area of balance up here, and even though price absolutely left this area, when we came back up to that area, that same area of balance was respected in the same way that it does when you're looking at the actual profile. Again, you hold the value area as support, you go to the value area high. You lose the value area high, you're likely going to go to the value area low. So it is respected in a very, very similar way as it is when you actually pull the volume profile on your range. This is the sauce, guys. This is how you can find reliable levels. Look at that rejection off that value area low. That is a key level to test, right? If we lose this level, when we come back up, this is kind of what we were doing back in the current price action, right? When you lose this value area, you come down, and when you come back up, that's going to be a key level to watch because you're likely going to either get rejected or you're going to come up and get accepted back into that value area and start ranging around in that area of balance. Now, obviously, this was a little wonky. You lost the levels a bunch of times, but when price is within that area of balance, these levels are respected and they behave as a volume profile, as you expect a volume profile would. And then again, you know, once you break out of that previous value area high, what happened, right? You come up here. Look at this. You come up. Rejection. You lose the air. You lose it, right? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Come up to the POC. Rejected. Perfect. Rejected to the dollar there. Rejected. You flip the value area low to support. Where'd you go? You went right to the POC. You break the POC. You flip it to support. Where'd you go? The value area high. What happens when you break the value area high? You get a massive breakout. Well, I don't know if you call that massive, but a pretty big breakout, right? And then you have a whole new value area up here, right? And you do it all over again. If you come back up into this area, these levels will likely be respected. If I'm just going to mark out this value. And it's not 100%, guys. Nothing is 100%. But look at this value area low. Acted as support right here. And then your POC slash value area high. What happened? Right there. What happened? You came up, tapped the value area low, acted as support. You get a move to the value area high slash POC. What happens when you break out of that value area high? Massive breakout. Hopefully this is making sense. I don't expect everybody to totally get this right away, but I hope the more and more I bring this stuff up and the more I show you guys different examples of how you can actually use this stuff, hopefully it's starting to kind of stick or kind of click in your brains. You know, it takes a long time, like looking at this stuff to be able to see this stuff naturally, but hopefully you guys are learning something here. Yeah, I know. Shout out to G-Man. Yeah. Let's see. Drop in straight knowledge, free lessons for trading. Shout out to Crypto Anon. Let's get it, guys. That was probably the only support and resistance. Little lesson that you needed in your entire trading career. But okay, I just turned my camera back on, guys. Let me just reconnect this so we can get my ugly mug back on. So there you go. And this is, you know, I just wanted to spit that little sauce there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, shout out to Creighton C. Said, Frank, you got no video. Hannah's trying to prevent people from telling you. Yeah, it's fine. It overheated. The story behind that, guys, is I literally have a fan dedicated for my camera. I have a fan that is clamped to my desk that shoots air right into my camera, right into the battery door of my camera to cool it off because the studio gets very, very, very hot. Hey, shout out to Panda Punch. Said, make that into a short video, my guy. Panda Punch. Say less. Volume. Profile. Short. Thank you. Panda. That actually helped me. We're always looking for content ideas. But yeah, I should make that a short. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, Mrs. Candles comes into the studio because she wakes up at 2 in the morning to do her hair and stuff. So she doesn't want to wake me up. And she comes into the studio and brings her little mirror in and she does her hair in the studio so she doesn't wake me up. What a sweetheart. For real. But she hates the sound of fans. And I leave my camera fan running 24/7 so I don't forget to turn it on. It's a $7 fan. If it burns out, I'll buy a new one. Yeah, she comes in and she turns it off because she's like her pet peeve to hear fans. And I forget she turns it off. And then my camera overheats on stream. And you see me go black like you just did. There you go, my guy. Shout out to Panda Punch. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. All right, let's see. Busy day, but I'm listening. Much love to the CandleMafia. Bing bong. Shout out to Dark Crash. We got that lemon water. Or Minute Maid, really, is what it tastes like. Definitely not good for you. You guys know how I feel about this stuff. But shout out to Dark Crash. Water's water, right? Let's go. And those of you who are confused, Dark Crash is always reminding the CandleMafia to stay hydrated, which I definitely need the reminder. But there you go, guys. So, you know, that was just kind of like that was kind of a rant, to be honest. But I really hope you guys learned something from that because that is, very, very valuable information right there. So understand, the whole point of that is look at the volume gap. Look at where the next value area is. This is why I am expecting a move up into this area if we could get past all the resistance that we just looked at on the other chart, which is all these spider lines. Let's see. Let me zoom into a better time frame so it doesn't look crazy. There you go, right? once we get past all these spider lines and stuff. We do have some levels up until that 30K level. But, you know, once we pass through there, again, very low volume gap. So those are the next levels to the upside that I'm looking at. And not only that, guys, I really try to make these live streams as valuable as possible. I like to show you guys why I'm looking for those levels, right? I don't want to keep you a slave. Listen, I want you guys watching my channel. I hope you come here, you know, not just to take all my secrets, but I really try to make this, I really try to give as much free value as possible, because when I was learning how to trade, I'm trying to fill the gaps that I had when I was learning, right? I understood a lot of what people were saying, but, you know, I couldn't ask questions, which is why I'm so interactive with my chat, because this would have been endlessly valuable for me. And, you know, just having someone really dig into why they were looking at a level. I always, oh, this person's looking at this key level. When I first started, I'm like, yeah, but how is he finding these levels? This is great, but I have to keep coming back here to get these levels. And I'm sure that's in some way by design, because you got to keep your viewership up. And I get it. Trust me, I'm a YouTuber. I get it. But, you know, I'm here for the people. You know, I just want to kind of, I want to provide what I was looking for when I first started trading. That's kind of why I felt like I could really do a good job at this, is because, like, when I learned, I'm all self-taught, right? And I know what I was missing when I was trying to learn. So I figured if I could fill that gap, I could help a lot of people out, and hopefully I'm doing a good job. Let's see. Vincent says, Frankie, you should honestly start up your own trading class. Well, hey, is our off? Hey, I'll take the advice. Shout out to you. Shout out to Vincent. Yes, that is likely going to be coming down the road at some point pretty soon. Let's see. Sorry, just joining. Where do you see the retrace turning around from here? Shout out to Daniel. Let's jump into that, right? Because we talked about the moves to the upside, but what about the downside, right? Well, right now, we are coming up to a very, very interesting level of support, right? Coming up not only to the spider line. This is a linear spider line, right? So we'll have to turn on log, see if we have a, yeah. So we have a linear spider line flying through here. We also have this golden pocket. We are retesting this golden pocket. So this would be actually an okay place to find a bounce. 30-minute VWAP rolling back to the upside. One thing I will say, though, this money flow on the 30-minute looks pretty dang bearish to me. Yeah, this looks pretty darn bearish. And then your 1 hour as well. VWAP's starting to round off here. Really pissed off I missed this little scalp short. This was a beautiful, beautiful trade. Excuse me. But your VWAP is starting to round off. But again, money flow coming out. So as of right now, I am being a little bit careful, you know, going all in on a long right now. But I will say this. It's very hard to say, right? Because I scalp a lot. I day trade a lot. So, you know, I do want to say, as far as swing trades, and by swing trades, I mean trades that I'm holding for multiple days, maybe even a week, maybe multiple weeks. Those longer-term trades, which are typically a higher position size, lower leverage for me, right? When I'm swing trading, I'm looking at higher time frames. I'm looking at the daily, I'm looking at the 4 hour, I'm looking at the 8 hour, and I'm looking for bigger moves, right? But I'm using less leverage and higher money, letting the trade play out over time. But so in terms of swing trades, medium-term trading, I am definitely being very careful with the shorts, right? I'm really just looking for swing longs. I'm not looking for too many swing shorts to enter today or tomorrow, right? Any swing shorts that I was looking at, we were looking at like a while ago in the premium Discord, and like we are been in and out of those trades for a while. But the you know, so for swing trades, I'm really not looking for many swing shorts, right? All I'm doing for shorts is something like this. I see a 1 hour bear div or a 24-minute bear div with money flow coming out. I see the confluence on the 1 hour showing me the same thing. I'm looking for a scalp short, maybe down to the next spider line, something like this. At this point, I'm locking in profits, moving my stop loss, and then I'm just holding out. It's a risk-free trade. If it absolutely nukes from here, I hit a grand slam, kind of by accident. But again, I'm not purposely holding any big, long swing shorts right now. I'd rather look scalp short on the way down, manage the risk very tightly, and then look for swing long positions, because obviously, if you zoom out, guys, the trend is definitely the trend is your friend, right? We are in a clear uptrend. You do not want to fight this. Doesn't mean you can't short. I just showed you that beautiful little scalp short. It all took place in this one candle, right? Beautiful scalp shorts to be had, but I am not looking to hold these shorts for a very long time, right? And if I am going to hold them long term, I'm locking in profits and moving my stop loss either to break even or into profit. And then if it winds up coming down and I nail it as a swing short, that's fine. But I'm treating them all as scalps initially. But if we come down and we hit some key levels, which I'll look at in a second, I may look for some swing long positions. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Let's see. Shout out to Space Matter 2136. Shout out to you. Shorted 25,500. Just cashed out over 200%. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to Space Matter. Let's go. Hey, Space Matter. Are you friends with the aliens? Are you friends with the aliens that are here? I just threw out my tinfoil hat. I might have to make another one. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for that super chat, and congrats. Congrats on your win. So there you go. You could definitely catch those scalp trades. But again, Space Matter is doing it right? He's taking profit, right? He's already, he just cashed out over 200%. That is key. That is the hardest thing about trading for most people is I never paid myself. I was up 500%, but now I lost money. You have to pay yourself when you're in the green. It's one of the hardest things that a lot of people struggle with. It was the hardest thing I personally struggled with. I didn't struggle with TA, really. Like, I learned TA. Obviously, I wasn't great at it when I started. I got better over time. But the one thing I did struggle with a lot, guys, and people who watch the channel will know this, is greed, right? I always wanted to hold the trade a little longer. I was always moving my take profit up a little bit. I was always moving my stop loss down a little bit to keep the trade, from getting stopped out. And I wrecked myself that way. I never paid myself. Every time I got to my price target, I just moved the goalpost. Basically, I was like, oh yeah, I hit my take profit, but I would never have a take profit set. I would just say, if I'm in 20% profit, I'm taking profit, or if I'm on 100% profit, I'm taking money off the table. I'd get to that number and then be like, oh no, it's gonna go up 10x. I'm gonna make 10x on my money. I'm not gonna take profit here. Why would I do that? I'll make less money. And then it goes down, and I'm like, it'll go back up. And it goes up a little bit. I'm like, oh, it's gonna rip. And then it goes back down further. And I'm like, okay. All right, now I'm at break even. I have to hold it until I'm back in the green. Then I go a little bit in the green. It's only 5% in the green. It'll go up higher. Now I'm in the red. I'm like, oh, I got to at least close it out at break even. I can't lose money. And then, boom, you wind up getting nuked, and then you close out the trade for a massive loss. It's one of the easiest things to struggle with, guys. So shout out to Space Matter, taking profits. Very, very hard to do for most people. So, guys, taking a look at kind of where we could retrace to. Just kind of digging into these levels. For the short term, obviously that spider line / golden pocket is a level to watch. And let me pull up the who told me that what is that shortcut to get me out of full screen mode? And please don't say Alt F4. Shout out to Hannah King, said pay yourself, guys. I lost $17,000 last week because I got greedy. Whoa! Shout out to Hannah. That's a big loss, Hannah. That's a big loss. Shout out to you. But hey, there you go, guys. That's a lesson learned right there. And Hannah's smart, so Hannah's gonna learn from her lessons. But yeah, shout out to Hannah. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for that super chat. Let's see. There you go. Hey, shout out to Tone Tizzle. Says that's me, but I'm getting better. Shout out Tone Tizzle. Is that a Tony alt account? Tony D alt account. Shout out to Chemistry Bro, said near my stop loss in a longing that VAH retest I mentioned. Pull that fixed volume. Yeah, actually, it's really funny that you say that. That's why I want to figure out how I can get out of full screen mode here. It's not working because I do want to pull that. I do want to pull that range, but I can't do it on this chart. I guess we'll just look at it on this chart. All right, let's see. So what was that range? I forget exactly what he was talking about. I wonder if it's the same range I was looking at. January 14th. Let's see. Let's go down, go to the 4-hour, January 14th. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. January 14th. Okay. Grab that fixed range. Okay. There you go. Tapping that value area high. Chemistry, bro. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. This would be a key level to watch. I would agree with you. Yeah, if we can hold this level, this would be a good level to look at for a bounce to the upside if we can hold it, right? However, here's the thing, right? Again, another reason why I love the volume profiles is if we break below this level and we cannot get back above it, right? Now, this is the 24-minute chart. We could easily just kind of come in and come back up. So keep that in mind. But if we decisively start closing, higher time frame candles underneath here and we cannot get our head back above water here, this is, boom, boom, boom. If you can't get back above here, that is where you are more likely to come down closer to that POC, which would be coming in at about $22,890. $22,900 is kind of the number I would say. So that would be your next level to look at. And sometimes, if you don't hold that value area high as support, sometimes you could get a nasty, nasty bounce off that POC. You come down to that real high volume node, get that nasty bounce off the POC, and then that's where you rip up. But yeah, value area high of this entire range. Bro, shout out to you, bro. I'm glad I pinned that chat because I would also say that is an important level to hold. But again, does look on the lower time frames like we're starting to break it. But again, we could snap back up. So definitely something to watch. Definitely a key level I would be watching for sure. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Good job, dude. Good work. But yeah, and yeah, that would be a pretty key level. Let me see. Boom. Yeah, so this would also be a very, very, very key level to watch. Shout out to Hannah King says, I love the Candle Mafia. I have never felt more accepted in a community before like I have with the Candle Mafia. Hannah King, you are accepted. Everybody's accepted here. Let's go. That's what you get from the best community, best crypto community on YouTube, guys. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. He said he took the risk. Bro, I love that because here's the thing, guys. That's another thing, right? When you're trading, you have to accept that you are taking some kind of a risk. Everybody wants to be in the 100% guaranteed trade. They want to know where to buy, where to sell for guaranteed gains. It doesn't exist. Plain and simple. The closest you could get to guaranteed gains, which again does not exist, or a guaranteed winning trade, which does not exist, the closest you could really get to that is DCAing, in my opinion. If you buy consistently over time into a market that historically trends up over time, that is the closest you could get to guaranteeing gains. But it's not going to make you rich overnight. And that's what people usually want when they first come into crypto. They hear about someone getting a 500x, and then that's where, they're like, I could get in here. I'm going to say, unpopular opinion, guys. Catching 100x in crypto is much less common than you realize. Can you get 100x on some low-cap altcoin? Absolutely. I am not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying it never happens. I'm not saying it's rare. But I'm saying it's much less popular, or it's much more rare than I think a lot of people realize. You would hear, I got a 50x here, 100x here. You have to understand, to get these 150x's, typically you have to put money into, if you invest into 10 speculative altcoins, and even if you're not blindly investing into meme coins, you could invest into 10 low-cap altcoins that claim to have a really good use case, or claim to be a really legitimate project with legitimate people on the team, with legitimate investors, legitimate developers onboarding. You can invest in 10 of those projects, and likely 9 out of 10 of those projects are going to go to zero. They're not going to perform well. 9 out of 10 of those statistically are going to zero, right? And then maybe one of them gives you a 50 or 100x, and it saves that whole rest of your portfolio. Not a bad strategy if you're managing your risk correctly, understanding that low-cap altcoins are risky and you're more likely to lose your money. But again, you're not investing in 10 low-cap altcoins and you're getting 5 50x's. It's very, very rare. It's hard to get, right? But again, if you're throwing little money into a bunch of low caps, chances of one hitting, if you invest a lot of them, you probably will eventually get one, but there's no guarantee it's going to be 100x. It might be a 5x, right? And if you're only throwing around a little bit of money and you're 5xing $20, like you get $100 or whatever, it's not as exciting as people realize. People think they're going to put $100 into something and turn it into $1 billion, which people have done. But you have to understand, those are anomalies, guys. The guy who turned, I think it was like $300 into $1 billion or something with Shiba. He's an anomaly. He's like the only person who did that. Did people get rich with Shiba Inu? Absolutely. But it's just not as common as everyone realizes. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. 23 incoming. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Shawnee B. Frankie, you're our 100x. Shout out to Richard Stewart. I appreciate you. Let's see. 9.8 out of 10. Shout out to K-Cuts. All right, let's see. Shout out to Frankie. Shout out to Cursive. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. Exception to the rule. Exception to the rule, not the rule. Shout out to Unforgettable Name. Okay, so let's continue on here, right? So if we lose this value area high, I would look for a move down to that POC. And a real major level to watch here, guys, would be a potential, yeah. Let's pull a golden pocket here real quick. there it is, right? There's your confluence. This would be a nice level to hit, right? Because not only do you have the oh, my whole point of that was, shout out to Chemistry Bro. You have to take the risk. Bro, if you lose that trade, you lose that trade, right? I know you know that. But, it's Bitcoin's melting live. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, you have to take the risk, right? And if you're using good risk management, listen, I know Chemistry Bro's using good risk management. If he loses this trade, guys, he's taking a small loss, and then he's going to take the trade eventually at the right level, and it's going to smash, and he's going to make all his money, and his win is going to be much bigger than his loss, right? Because he knows how to trade. So, and again, like, if you wind up being nervous about every single setup and you never take action, you're never going to get in the trade, and you're never going to win any trades because you're not going to take any trades because you're too scared. So taking the risk is key. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Thank you for teaching the Candle Mafia that today. So yeah, if we lose this level, guys, this would be a very, very nice level because you do have the confluence between the POC and the golden pocket. If you slip that, look for that 786. Maybe you got to wick down to that 786. But we'll have to see. If we go down to lower time frames, I guess we are melting through it. Yellow X, yeah, we'll have to see. We could still snap back up. But yeah, I would be watching this POC if we can't make here, if we can't hold this level. That's coming in at about $22,900. And, if we lose that level, guys, there we go. If we lose that level, this would be a super, super, super mega, mega important level to watch. If we hold this level as support, this blue box between about 21,682 and 21,454, if we melt through all of this, right? If we come down and we lose the value area high, bearishly retest, oh, we're getting super bullish. Nope, we break the POC, come down to the value area low. This would be a really, really big area. I would be looking for longs because not only are you going to be coming down to the value area low of your volume profile, which is where we typically look for longs anyway, to scalp them up to the value area high, but there would, in my opinion, be a high likelihood if you could get a bullish setup at this level, there would be a high likelihood of this trade playing out not only to the value area high, but maybe even beyond, because not only would you be testing the value area low of your range, you'd also be testing the value area high of this entire chunk of price action. This volume profile right here, this value area high, is from this entire area of price action all the way back from Monday, June 13th. Right? So that would be a very, 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 very strong level to hold. And then if you bring up your VPVR, pull that up real quick. VRVP, sorry, Trading View. It's not my fault you say it the wrong way, Trading View. I'm just kidding, guys. But if you go ahead and take a look here, it would make sense, right? Because if we lose that golden pocket, if we lose this golden pocket or slash POC, what do you have, right? Look at where your volume is. Boom. Come down, right? Nice little bounce off that high volume node slash POC slash local golden pocket. But if you lose that POC, little gap right down to your value area low slash value area high of your previous range. And that is where your shelf for this massive, massive high volume node is. So that would be a very, very strong retest if we can make it down there. So those are the levels I would be looking at to the downside, guys, for some potential retraces. We're giving a lot of sauce away today. These are pretty good levels, I will be honest. Or at least, it doesn't mean that they're definitely going to hold. I just mean like this is these levels have been pulled to the best of my ability. And shout out to Chemistry Bro for the tag team there. But yeah, again, Chem Bro, good work, bro. This is definitely like when I do my TA, these are the types of levels I'm looking at. I was not specifically looking at this value area high because I didn't spend much time. Like I said, I had a busy day. But if I was really looking at the charts today, I probably would have wound up with that exact same level. So, bro, kudos to you, Chem Bro. I see you, bro. Chemistry Bro's in the Discord. Chemistry Bro be knowing what he's doing. I shout out to Chem Bro. I see you, bro. As a lot of the Candle Mafia does, especially the ones that hang out in the Discord. All right, let's see. Let's see. Shout out to Crypto Chef. Says same quality of sauce every single day. Shout out to Crypto Chef. Shout out to Chem Bro. Shout out to Kusakan. Bump it. And shout out to Brand Flake. Says, not surprised, Frankie, you always deliver. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. But there you go, guys. Those are the levels to the downside, those retrace levels that I would be looking at personally. And now I know we've been ranting for quite a while here. But let's go ahead and try to get some of these altcoins in, guys. Go ahead and throw your altcoins in the live chat. I don't know why I said that. Go ahead and throw your altcoins in the chat. Rob the Crypto Snob will collect your votes and count them up. Rob, let's go for like a small amount of altcoins because I am going to hop off a little bit early to try to get this pre-record done. So yeah, let's do like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5. All right, let's go. Matic. Let's get it. Bye. Burn the greedy shorts. Burn them. I am a greedy shorter. I'll say that. I get way more greedy with the shorts for some reason. I don't know what it is. I think I get cocky because I feel like gravity's on my side. Let's see. Shout out to Tyler Rayburn. What's going on, bro? Good to see you in here tonight. GRT. Oh, my God. Oh, no. It's a repeat of last night. The chat rate's flying through the roof. We got 1,527 people in the chat right now, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. I guess we got to bump up our like goal. 850, I told you we'll give away a hat. So that's done if we hit 850. But if we hit 850, I'll give away a hat. If we hit 1250 after 850, we'll spin the wheel a whole bunch of times. I'll give you guys a bunch of extra spins. Let's go. But yeah, the altcoins are spamming into chat. Let's go. Let's see. Crypto Billy said you better smash that like button now. Frankie's going short on us. Oh, let's go. Shout out to Billy. Tyson Chicken? No way. How do you spell Tyson? Is it with an S? I think it is. Is that really like Tyson Inu? I know this isn't what you're looking at, but oh, it went to 0. That literally went to 0. That's funny. Shout out to Bitcoin Chicken or Crypto Pollo, as you guys like to call him. Let's see. Is Tyson like the stock? Is that like an actual thing? I don't know if they were just joking around or if there is actually a yeah, Tyson Foods. Is there a bull div? What do you say? Bull div on the 4-hour? This is hilarious. Oh, I missed it. Where is it? Shiba lost. Okay. Interesting. Daily bull div, maybe? Oh, there it is. We do have a bull div. We do have a daily bull div. Oh, not quite. That body closed lower. Interesting. I don't even know if they actually want me to look for this, but we do have somewhat of a divergence there, but just nothing, not on your price action. Too funny. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see. Give the like button some Frankie love. Let's get it. Guys, let's take a look at Ethereum real quick as we are getting that correction right down to that golden pocket. Key level here is going to be value area low of this range, I'm going to say. This is a guess, guys. I'm being really speculative here. But let's see if we can get it. Where's that value area low? Not really. Okay. I bet you if I pulled it here, though, I could get it. Nah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crypto Billy just gifted 20 more memberships. Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go. Hannah King with the 20 memberships. Oh, it's because we hit the like goal. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to Hannah King. You guys are insane. 40 free memberships for the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Everybody's getting a green name. You get a green name. You get a green name. You get a green name. Let's go. Shout out to you guys. Did I get one? Chemistry Bro. Somebody hook Chemistry Bro up. Dude's giving levels here. Chem Bro, you're going to get one, bro. You're going to get one. Too funny. Let's go. Oh, God. Oh, God. Chat rate's going nuts. Oh, God. Chat rate 112. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. Bing bong. Let's go. You guys are crazy. Let's get it, baby. Memberships. Let's go. Yo, it's going ballistic again. Let's get it. I'm getting in this. Let's go. Oh, no. What just happened? Oh, no. I'm getting the spinning wheel of death, guys. That was weird. Okay. Oh, my God. I'm spamming my own chat. Let's go. I'm going to get banned from my own YouTube channel, guys. Bing bong. Let's go. You guys are lit. Let's get it. But, guys, let's take a look at Ethereum really quick. Yo, chat going ballistic. Let's go. Pink poop emojis. Is that a thing? Let's go. Yo, it's going ballistic. Oh, my God. Insane. Yo, somebody put the leg emoji. You guys are insane. All right. Let's go. Shout out to all the new members. No spamming your own chat, son. Let's get it. All right, continuing on here, guys. Let's take a look at Ethereum. It's so hard to ignore that chat flying like that. All right, taking a look here. All right, so we are coming down to this local golden pocket, coming in at about $1,635, guys. Next major level I would be looking at here is going to be, let me go ahead and pull this range right here. That would be a decent level. Yeah, coming down to the POC of our previous range, I'm actually going to pull this volume all the way. Let's pull it all the way. Boom. Coming down to our POC as of right now. These are the levels I will take, guys. These are the levels I'm going to take. BTC is dying live. Let's go. Bitcoin meltdown. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's get it. Yo, did you see us on the news? Shout out to Alert Culture. Yeah, those aliens are on the news, guys. They're making their debut. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Go, go, go. Let's go. 892. You guys are nuts. Let's get it. Absolute insanity. All right. Continuing on here. Oh, God. All right, so these are actually the levels I would take here, guys. I would take this volume profile. POC, looking for a bounce off that POC. If we cannot get that bounce, I would look for a move down to your bottom of this golden pocket, coming in at about $1,600 even. Put a white line there. And then your next level to watch underneath that, if you lose the POC, bearish retest, I'd look for a move down to the golden pocket or bottom of the golden pocket at about 1,600. If you lose that golden pocket, bearish retest down to your value area low, coming in at about $1,555. There you go. Yo. Oh, baby. Bitcoin dumping for real. I always think that it's dumping more than it was dumping when we were first looking at it, but let's go. You guys are nuts. Oh, God. Chat rate going nuts. Multi-sig, let's go. All right. Shout out to Lucho. Lucho with the green name now. Where's Kembro? Kembro, did you get one chemistry, bro? It's too funny, man. Too funny. Shout out to Lucho. No way. Of course I get stopped. I get stopped out, and we get the biggest green reversal candle of the... Oh, my God. Oh, dang. It's so funny. Although, I get the biggest reversal candle of the whole fall on the 1 minute. Oh, God. Absolutely savage. All right, continuing on Ethereum, guys. Oh, God, Hannah King with another 5 memberships. Let's get it. Shout out to Hannah King. Bing bong. Let's go. Dump it. Let's go. Insane. You guys are crazy. All right, let's see. Hey, yo, man, look at Matic. Please shout out to Crypto Bulgar. Yeah, we can take a look at Matic. No problem. Shout out to Devin C. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. All right, continuing on here, guys. Tons of bots getting memberships up. All right, here we go. Continuing on with Ethereum, guys. I do want to get through this real quick. Let's see. Let's see. So, yeah, I would honestly just take these volume profile levels, right? If you lose this POC, look for a move down to that local bottom of that golden pocket at about 1,600 even. Lose that, come to the VAL at about 1,550. If we lose that, we do come down to our key level, which I am going to mark off as key, because if we lose that level, guys, and we zoom out, you can see that we do have a bit of a volume gap here. So if we lose this level decisively, we almost lost it here, but if we lose this decisively, we will likely fall through this gap, and if we don't hold this blue level here, we may be on our way to come test this blue box at about 1324, but we are pretty far away from that. For the most part, the lowest local level I will be watching as of in the short term will be that 1550 level, so look for a bounce off of that. Let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. Let's see. Yes. Hey, I got the thing. Let's go. Shout out, bro. Shout out. Let's see. Bada boom. All right. Continuing on here, guys. There's Ethereum. Let's go ahead and move on to Matic. Here. Looking at the Tether chart, I'm actually going to go ahead and should we just erase this chart? We could erase this. I'll just clear some stuff up. All right. Get rid of the brushes. Get rid of that. I don't know what that is. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, taking a look at Matic here, guys. And if you guys saw if you guys were in that debate crypto stream, shout out to Unforgettable Name. I think I saw you in there. I saw a few people in there. But yeah, if you guys, let's see. Oh, wait, hang on. Shout out to Kenton Smith. Let's go. Shout out to Kenton Smith gifting 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. You're a savage, bro. I do appreciate you more than you could ever know, my friend. Shout out to Hannah King again with the super chat. Said, gotta slow down with the memberships for a while now. My goal since I started crypto trading was to be able to take my family to Disney, so I have to stop for a while now. Much love, Candle Mafia. Hannah King. Hannah, you've made your mark. Don't you worry. Shout out to you, Hannah King. We do appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for causing absolute chaos in the chat. I appreciate it. And thank you for making my favorite live stream. Everyone who gifted, I know there were a bunch of people who gifted. I know Kenton gifted yesterday, and there were a few other people who gifted yesterday. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. We had a lot of fun on yesterday's stream. It was like my favorite stream ever, and it was all because of you guys. It wasn't anything I did. I was just here enjoying it. But yeah, shout out to you guys, and shout out to Crypto Chris gifting 5 more memberships. Unbelievable. The most giving crypto community in the world. Shout out to Hannah King. I think Hannah Smith is a real person I know in real life. Shout out to Hannah King. But yeah, don't you worry. Take your family to Disney. Congratulations on your success in crypto. It sounds like you're really crushing it. So shout out to you, Hannah King. We appreciate you more than you know. Shout out to the Biomex. What is going on, bro? Says Greeny Weenie. Yeah, shout out to the Biomex. Let's go. Shout out, bro. How you doing, man? How you doing, Biomex? Let's get it. We getting now. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. All right. Taking a look at Matic, guys. Taking a look at Matic. Now, coming up to a pretty key level, right? You could see we rejected this high volume node almost to the dollar. There you go. Rejected this high volume node right to the dollar. If we break up here, guys, this will be a very key level to break, right? Looking at, yeah, well, let me get all that price action out of the way. Yeah, this is like a very significant high volume node. If we break this high volume node, probably going to be likely that we make a move up to this high volume node at about $1.62. Going to go ahead and put a level there. And I'm actually curious if I pull a little bit of volume on this range here. Can't make it up, guys. Can't make it up. That level does have perfect confluence with that previous point of control. Just like what I was saying in the beginning of the stream, when you leave a value area, you will likely, and it doesn't even have to be that you're leaving a value area. You could just be, leaving one high volume node. You're likely going to seek out another high volume node, or the next highest volume node. And that node we were just looking at does come in right on that previous point of control right here at about $1.62. Let me make that POC. Bada boom. $1.62 is going to be that next point of control. However, you can see we are technically coming down to a lower time frame. Yeah, actually, hang on. Let me label this. So this is your value area low. Yeah, so this, you can see, we just hit our head on that previous value area low, right? So this is going to be a key level to break above. If we can hop on top of this value area low, hold it as support, that's where you're probably going to get that move up to $1.62. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, there you go. That is the level. The level at about $1.42 is the level you must flip to support and hold decisively on higher time frames, closing 4-hour candles, 2-hour candles, to get that move up to your POC at about $1.62. And then if you can get above that POC, the next major level I'd be looking at is about $1.89. And then your value area high does come in at about $2.12. And then that's getting eerily close to all-time highs. So it does feel a little silly to be talking about getting back to all-time highs right now, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. But that is kind of the targets to the upside, right? That's your next value area. So if you break into this, if you get accepted into this next area of balance between this value area high, the POC, and the value area low, bada boom, right? If you get accepted back into this value area, your next likely stop is POC. If you hold on top of that, you may be on your way up to that value area high. But remember, you do have levels in between, right? There are some other levels that you are likely to reject and get a little bit of turbulence on, that being one of them. So it's likely not just going to be flip the value area to low to support, right to the POC, flip that, and then right to your value area high. It will most likely look like this. Boom, boom, right? And then you come up, and then you lose it a little bit. Then you come to the POC, you flip it, and then you bang your head here. And then eventually you will get to that value area high. Most likely, right? It's not 100%. Nothing's 100%. Shout out to Duper. Welcome to the muscle, my bro. Welcome to my muscle. Welcome to the muscle. Bing, bong. Let's go. That's a new thing. Anyone who signs up for a membership gets a bing, bong. There you go. Welcome to the muscle. Bing, bong. So much value. Thank you. Shout out to Dennis. Dennis? Devin C. That was me mixing Devin C. and Dennis. I don't know. Shout out to Devin. But that's what I would be looking at on Matic, guys. As far as our indicators go, I will say, let's see. I will say, yeah, daily VWAP starting to roll back to the downside. 16-hour looking for the red dot. Same on the 12-hour. 10-hour looking similar. 8-hour looking for the red dot. 6-hour about to print that red dot. And again, very, very, very key level here. Taking a look at your 8-hour. Ooh, baby. This would be interesting. Here we go. We're gonna give you a little. There you go. Right, higher high into your price, starting to get a lower low, lower high on your momentum wave. However, again, you want to be more careful with the shorts right now. We're in an uptrend on the higher time frames. You want to be careful with the shorts, but for a little scalp, you might want to look. I mean, this is a signal, a sign that your momentum is cooling off, right? Money flow not quite coming out. I would like to see the money flow come out a little bit more here to feel a little bit more confident. But if you print that red dot on your momentum wave here, that would be a bearish divergence into key resistance. Taking a look at your 4-hour red dot is confirmed. 5-hour red dot is printing. So yeah, I mean, and then a lot of this 10-hour cooling off, 12-hour cooling off, 16-hour cooling off, coming down to that lower time frame. Yeah, money flow. What's the money flow on the 30-minute doing? Coming out, yeah, you would want to see this come into the red. If you get that 8-hour bear div and your 30-minute, 24-minute are in the red, even your 45-minute coming into the red, that would be a good indication that we could come to the downside. But that doesn't mean just FOMO short. It means you have to wait for that stuff to happen, because if that stuff doesn't happen, you might rip back to the upside. Nice little bounce here, or nice little doji candle on the 24-minute. All right, let's move, possibly reversing at the 23,500 level. Let's check it. Let's check it. Let's see. Bada boom. This is not the chart we wanted to look at. We want to look at this one. Bada boom. Hey. Let's see. Go down to that 1 minute. Oh, little bounce key. Little bounce key. I'll tell you this. Oh, God, my computer's really struggling right now. I will say this. Money flow coming out on that 1 hour. We'd really need to see that money flow come back up if we're going to get a big bounce from here. But, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. There you go. All right, so we are back into our value area. Yeah, we are back into our value area. Closing 1 hour candles. Yeah, close one 1 hour candle, printing another one here. Is that a fresh? Yeah, fresh 1 hour candle. Money flow coming out. I'd like to see that money flow come back up on the 1 hour. Yeah, see, 24-minute just got into the red. 30-minute looking to cross over into the red. That 8-hour red dot's probably, there it is. Red dot printing on the 8-hour. 30-minute money flow looking to cross over into the red. 24-minute coming out pretty aggressively. We might have a little bit more downside here, guys. I'm not calling for a massive, I'm not calling for a massive dump here, massive dump down to like 18K or something like that. But I am saying there may be more downside here, especially because that 30 minutes just getting primed to go into the red. And the reason why I wouldn't expect this to just be a quick dip into the red back into the green, because that does happen often. The reason I'm not expecting that is because of the confluence on other time frames, such as the 8-hour printing that red dot. This red dot's just getting started, so unless this turns into an immediate VWAP flip where you get a red dot and then an immediate green dot, and then the money flow also does a money flow flip, that's really, the only thing that's going to be able to save you here. But if this red dot prints and we get anything out of this 8-hour red dot with that 30-minute money flow crossover, That 30-minute money flow crossover might be the next thing to look for another move to the downside. So just keep it. That's what I would be keeping an eye on, and that's what I will be keeping an eye on. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. Let's see. Shout out to Trey Blig. He says, thanks for checking, Frankie. Had hard to do TA on my phone at work. You're a legend. Shout out to Trey Blig. Hey, I got you, bro. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Says, I'm always long on Frankie Candles. 716, Frankie. Yeah, you going to make me money yet again? Shout out to, you're long on me going full 2 hours on the live stream. Hey, Billy, if it makes you money, I'll go ahead and go full 2 hours. But actually, with that being said, guys, let's see. I will, no way. Okay. All right. Hasta la pasta. Shout out to Magic Internet Money Mike. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and, let's see. Ada and Kadena. Let's go ahead and check out Ada and Kadena. Crypto. Coinbase. Ada, it's melting down. It's going to zero, guys. Ada's dead. I'm just kidding. I actually don't even like saying that because I know a dog named Ada, so I don't even like saying that in the same sentence. Here we go. All right. Shout out to Blanchard's Bees in the chat. What is going on, Blanchards? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right, let's see. Take a look at your daily. VWAP cooling off. VWAP cooling off. Money flow coming up. Not too shabby. Yeah, money flow looks good. VWAP looks like it wants to cool off, but it actually looks like you may get a little support here, to be honest with you. I'm just drawing random dots. What I want to do is this. Yeah, see, oh no, it does not. I thought this momentum wave was the VWAP bouncing, but it's not. So VWAP cooling off on your daily. Looking like may want to cool off. 16-hour looking for the red dot. Looking similar to everything else. 10-hour red dot. 8-hour red dot printing. Is your 24-minute in the red? Yes, your 30 minutes also in the red. And again, guys, those money flow crossovers are sometimes really good entry points, right? You got a couple of green candles and then boom, right? And then same thing on the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Money flow crossover into the green, boom, massive move up. Money flow crossover into the red, right? You come up a little bit, boom, dump to the downside, right? Right here, money flow crossover into the green. You're flat, 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 flat. Money flow crosses over into the green. Boom, you come up, right? Right here. Boom, you're in the green, you're in the green, you're in the green. Money flow crossover into the red. Dump. Recovery, dump. Recovery, dump, right? Look at that, from the green line down. Just off the money flow crossovers. Now, I don't want to excite anybody. I don't recommend you just trade the money flow crossovers. If it was that easy, trust me, I would be a bajillionaire. I wouldn't even be a millionaire, I'd be a billionaire, right? Probably even more. You wouldn't even have to think about it. You could just go to every coin and set an alert for the money flow crossovers, and you just don't have to look at anything and just long and short whether the money flow is going. You could set a bot up and just print money all day long. So I don't want anyone getting too excited thinking that you can just do this. But with Confluence, it could feel that easy, right? Same thing, right? Money flow crossover here. What happened? Boom, you came up. Money flow crossover to the red. Boom, you come down, right? And when you're combining this with the higher time frame red dots, it makes it that much more powerful. I can almost guarantee you that this the second green line here is probably on a green dot on the 8-hour. Let's go ahead and look at the second green line. Look at that. Right before that green dot on the 8-hour. So do you guys see how that's correlated now? I'm going to drag the second green dot right onto second green line right onto that green dot and then come back to the 30-minute and see where that second line winds up. Right on that money flow crossover. Right? That's the second line? Yeah. Green dot with the money flow crossover, bang. Look how much more powerful that move up was than some of these random crossovers, right? So when you have that confluence between that 8-hour and the 30-minute and even the 24-minute, that's where you get those powerful moves. So this is what I mean. Hopefully this clears things up for if anyone was ever confused about this. When I talk, shout out to Wendell. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. You know, when I talk about the red dot and the green dot on the 8-hour with the lower time frame money flows coming in or out, this is what we're talking about. This is a perfect example. This green line is right on the green dot on the daily on the 8-hour, and it lines up perfectly with that money flow crossover. And when you get them at the same time, That is where you get those big moves up. I've caught some of my best trades just off of that strategy. So just keep an eye on that. It doesn't hit every single time, but when they hit big. All right, let's see. Let's go. Shout out to Magic Internet Money Mike says, I feel like a fanboy. First time ever Frankie saw my chat. Let's go. Well, shout out to Magic Internet Money Mike. Thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go. Shout out to Mike. Let's get it. Let's see. Kevin Baker said, you've helped me a lot. Your energy and show have gotten me through so much. You have given me a book and a beanie, and my birthday is the 22nd. I'm stoked to receive it. Thanks, brother. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Shout out to you, bro. I'm pinning that. Yo, you guys are crazy. Listen, guys, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. We'll pin that. Those chats go a long way, guys. That's what keeps me going, right? I would do this for free. If I was getting comments like that, that's enough for me to do this for free. So that really does mean a lot to me. Shout out to you, man. Kevin, thank you for saying that, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. All right, so that's Cardano. Did we even really look at Cardano? No, we just looked at that strategy. So anyway, coming down to an interesting level here. I'm just going to pull some random. Yeah, there you go. I'm actually going to pull it to here. You're probably coming right down to that value area low. Okay, beautiful. If we lose this value area low, guys, I would look for a potential push down to this level. Boom. Look for a deviation out of this value area into this level here at about 38 cents. This would be, yeah, this is a pretty intense level, right? Oh yeah, it's a very high volume node. Yeah. So if we deviate out of this value area low, guys, I would look for a move down into that 38-cent level. Likely will invalidate that 30-minute bull div. But again, with the 8-hour, the 6-hour, and 8-hour red dot, that 30-minute money flow crossover into the red, same thing, right? I mean, I guess we just looked at this, right? Money flow crossover, bang, you come straight down. But yeah, money flow coming out on your 1 hour as well. Is your 16-hour? Yeah, 16-hour looking for a red dot. I'd watch that 16-hour red dot for the next big move down on Cardano. But if we do continue to come down here, kind of the next place I would really look for a bounce is I'm going to go ahead and mark this out like that. Boom. Pull it from here. Boom. Boom. So these are some of the levels I would be watching personally on Cardano. Yeah. So there you go. I pulled a little bit of a different range here. So we did deviate out. Yeah. Oh, guys, this is how we trade right here. I mean, obviously, I did not see this beforehand. I'm just seeing this now. But listen, you come to your value area high. You typically get a rejection to your POC and then the value area low. You deviate from the value area low, coming down to this next level to the downside, deviation, bull div on your 16-hour gives you that massive move right back to your value area high where, well, what a surprise, you get rejected all the way back down to your POC. So if we break this POC to the downside, the next level I would be looking at, if you decisively break that level, this is a much, much wider range than the one we were just looking at. But again, the POC of this more macro range is the top of the blue box that we drew on that lower time frame, right? Makes a lot of sense. But, if we come down, it would make sense to test that blue box, although as it is the POC of that greater range. If we lose that POC, I'd look for a move down to the 35-cent level. And then if we lose that, I would look for a deviation out of that range to about the 34-cent level. Shout out to Midnight Sapphire. Says, my daughter turns 1 next week. She always smiles when I turn on Frankie Candles. We watch every day, even on the weekends, rewatching videos on the channel. Midnight Sapphire. That is so nice. I love that. Well, shout out to you and shout out to your daughter's one birthday. Shout out to your daughter's first birthday. Congratulations on the new baby. I mean, really, only a year old. Congratulations on the squeaky new. I'm sure she probably still smells like a new baby. Does anybody know what a new baby smells like? Probably much different than a new car. But shout out to you. That's cool. Shout out to Midnight Sapphire. Well, hey, now you can tell your daughter one day when they grow up and they know exactly what you're saying. You can be like, hey, I don't know what your daughter's name, but hey, Midnight Sapphire, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. You just turned 1. You don't have any crypto, do you? Shout out to Midnight Sapphire for watching me even on the weekends with your 1-year-old daughter. Happy birthday to her. I don't know what that was, but shout out to Midnight Sapphire. That's super cool. Thank you for watching all my videos. I appreciate that. And now we're going to shout you out every time we see you. Shout out to Midnight Sapphire. Shout out to Danny's Crypto and Beach Cleanup Projects. $10. Thanks for your time. Hey, shout out to Danny. Bro, thank you. I appreciate that. Just a little tip. Hannah King says, I love that Midnight Sapphire. Let's go. Shout out to Hannah King. Yeah, Midnight Sapphire, that's so nice. Shout out to you. I got to start feeding my cat before the stream, lol. She's getting cranky. Shout out to Magic. All right, guys. With that being said, let's go ahead and check out Kadena. I guess we're going for the full 2 hours. Sorry, Billy. I guess you're going to win that bet. All right, here we go. Kadena. All right, let's see. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and clear all this TA. Bada boom, bada bing. Clear it out. Going to go ahead and pull. Oh, there we go. Nice little macro range here. Coming up to the value area low. Now, I'll say this. Let's take a look at the indicators real quick. 2-day looking for the green dot. Daily looking for the red dot. Ooh, interesting. 8-hour printing the red dot. That's your bearish case on everything, guys, is that 8-hour with the lower time frames having the money flow coming out into the red. This 24-minute green dot may give you a retrace. I'd look for a potential retrace up to the, that might be a little aggressive. That might be a little high, to be honest. I'll try to find another level for you guys, too. But, you know, I would watch for a retrace to this level at about $1.10. And then I would also watch this level at about $1.12. I would look for potential retraces into this level before a continued rejection, potentially this level before a continued rejection, or this level to a continued rejection, or maybe you wick up into that 786 before a rejection to come in and make a lower high, right, to continue that downtrend to the downside. However, yeah, that 30-minute green dot might give you a little bit of a bounce. Maybe you just reject right here before continuing down, but let's go ahead and continue on here. 2-hour. Yeah, it's looking very similar to everything else, I'll be honest with you. The 8-hour is your bearish case with that lower time frame money flow coming out. If you do continue down, I'll get you some lower targets on Kadena. I'm going to pull a fib, not from any of these scam wicks. For anybody who's interested or curious, I never pull wicks from I never pull fibs from scam wicks like this. It's just, if it's like a liquidity grab or just a weird little scam wick, you know, I typically don't like pulling fibs to those levels. I'd rather pull it to a healthier looking wick like this on this swing low right here, pull it all the way to the top. And there you go. Well, hey, surprisingly, we're bouncing right off that local golden pocket, which is accompanied by that very high volume node. I would watch that 786 at about $1.04 if we lose that golden pocket for a potential bounce. So, yeah, if we lose this level, I'd look for a fall down into that 786 level at about $1.04, where we would likely find some support. So, yeah, those are just some levels I would watch to the downside. But, again, if that 8-hour prints that red dot or confirms that red dot with the money flow crossing into the red, that is likely going to be the next area where we see a move to the downside. You know, again, that 30-minute green dot may bring us up a little bit, while that money flow on the 30 minutes looking to cross over, and then boom, that 30-minute money flow crosses over, and then we fall back through that gap and maybe potentially come down to that 786 on Kadena. Quick and dirty on Kadena, guys. I apologize. I do have to get some of this stuff done as I will be traveling tomorrow, and I want to make sure you guys got content to watch tomorrow. Shout out to Big Balls Big Balls DGen, shout out to you, bro. Said, shout out to @WiseGuy for the free membership. Gifted 5 memberships, just paying it forward. Cheers, Frankie. Shout out to Big Balls. I appreciate you, man. Probably shouldn't be yelling that name on YouTube, but hey, I know you're talking about yoga balls, my man. Oh, and he donated 5 memberships. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. I really do appreciate that, man. And shout out to Mido as well. But, guys, with all that being said, sorry I was kind of quick and dirty on those altcoins tonight, but it is, I got to get this stuff done so you guys have some content to watch tomorrow. But with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. How many likes did we get? Did we get oh, baby, we're so close to 1,000 likes. So close. Let's see. How come I can't see the likes anymore? It's so weird. I don't know why I can't see the likes anymore. All right, let's see. Let me pull it over to my other screen here. Oh, 988 likes, guys. 1250 was the goal, but can we get 1,000? Can we get 1,000 likes? Fabian asks, how do you get the membership? If you go to the channel, right next to the subscribe button, there is a button that says join. You could click join, and I think I don't know what the cheapest one is, but there's different tiers. The cheapest one's like very cheap. It's like I want to say the cheapest one's $3.99 a month. But it might be $1.99. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely go check it out. Once you click join, it'll give you all the options. You can look at them. But that's how you do it. Click the join button right next to the subscribe channel. Frankie, don't forget you got 14 extra spins from yesterday. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Mods, always on point. Let's go. If you guys have not smashed that like button yet, 1250 is the goal. I think we can get there. I feel like you guys are getting saucy on that like button. We hit 1,000 quick. We went from 988 to 1027 in like a second. I think we can get 1250. If you have not already, smash that like button. Hannah King letting us know we hit that 1K. Let's go. Shout out to Hannah King. You guys are awesome. Crypto Billy just showing love to the Candle Mafia. Yeah, it's insane. You guys are nuts. I am so blessed to have a community, with us here. I don't know what I'm saying. To have such an amazing community behind us on this channel, I don't know. I'm just lucky to be able to hang out with you guys every day. It's basically what I'm trying to say. But here we go. Spin numero uno. We'll do 14 spins first, and then while we do the 14 spins, I'll let you guys try to run it up to 1250. If we hit 1250, I'll add some crazy stuff to the giveaway. Here we go. Spin numero dos. Let's go. If you're on an iPhone or a tablet, the join button may not be there. Okay, there you go. Creighton C. Thank you for that, bro. This thing, I was stopped. Oh, this stings. I was stopped out by $30, and now we reversing. My luck recently is poop. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Hey, dude. Like we were just saying, you take the risk. You lose. It's okay. You'll catch the next one, bro. No pun intended, Chemistry, bro. But you'll get it, bro. Don't worry. Luck only stays bad for a certain amount of time. Trust me. I just went through a little bad luck stint, not with trading, but just in general, and that just turned around. It's very weird. It's almost like sometimes you feel like you can't win, not even trading, just like in life. It's like, man, I can't catch a break. And then it's like one day, it's like, man, last month I had like a whole bad month, and now this month's great. I keep finding money on the floor. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Yeah, for sure. I'm 100x long now, lol, but like tiny trade. Let's go. Shout out to Chem, bro. Hey, Andy D, welcome to the Candle Mafia. Bing bang. Let's go. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Let's go. Welcome to La Familia. Let's see. Oh, 1049, baby. We're creeping up on those likes. Let's get it. Rugged on the giveaway. Let's go. Yeah, and just a little reminder for anybody who was not here when I announced it. Tomorrow I will be traveling, so schedule might be a little bit off. I'm gonna try to get this pre-record done tonight for you guys, so you guys can have something to watch tomorrow. And then I will also I plan on hopefully getting to my destination in time to do my live stream from the hotel room. If not, I'm going to try my best to get content out for you guys. If not, worst case scenario, I'll be in the Discords. But I will definitely try to get at least a market update if I can't go live. But just be ready for that if you don't see my thumbnail up at 5:45 or 5:20 or whatever. Just know, oh, yeah, Frankie's doing a gender reveal. He's going to be an uncle. Frankie the Funkle. Let's go. Shout out to my nephew or niece, whatever it's going to be. I don't know how they're revealing the gender, but I heard it's a very, everybody does like a crazy thing. Like some people do burnouts, some people like skeet shoot, and some people hit golf balls and they explode in a different color. I heard that my sister is doing a crazy gender reveal, like something you've never seen before. So I don't know what it is. She wouldn't tell me. Maybe it's fireworks, or maybe, I don't know. I was gonna try to make like a crypto joke, but I can't think of one. All right, let's see. Oh, 1,055 likes, baby. We are creeping up there. Let's go. Let's see. It's going to be a boy. Shout out to randomness. Hey, maybe you're right. I think it's going to be a girl. I don't know why. But it would be lit if it's a boy. Let's see. Shout out to Jessica in the chat. What's going on? Shout out to Crypto Fire. Says 1250. Frankie deserves it. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Fire. Funky. Matt Lane. Frankie the Funkle. Hey, they just call me Funky. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Thanks, Frankie. Thanks, Mod. And Mafia, best ever. Shout out to Brad Guydell. We'll see you next time, bro. Nice green name. Como se comas. Let's go, bro. And some burn forests down. Shout out to Como se comas. I appreciate you for being here, bro. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. How many spins we got? Oh, that was 14. So we got 9 more. 9 more, baby. Let's go. 14. 24 is how many we have to spin. All right, let's go. Should we jack up the music a bit? Should we bump the tunes? Let's bump them. Bada bing. Let's go. All right, let's see. Where's my chat at? Let's go. Tony D says, Chemistry Bro, don't let them win. Don't let them win. Keep at it. You'll get past the funk. Yes, Chem Bro. Hit us up if you need something, bro. We're here for you. Best TA channel in crypto right here. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Bing bong. Let's go. Tony D, yeah, won't be giving up. Yeah, Chem Bro, you don't strike me as someone who gives up, bro. You wouldn't have made it this far into trading, that's for sure. Let's see. I thought I was feeling lucky. Shout out to Midu. Having a baby girl soon. Anytime now. Curtis Neal, congratulations, bro. Good for you, man. Good for you. It seems like, I don't know, something in my life, babies are everywhere. A lot of people having babies. Very interesting. It's like all happened at the same time. My sister got pregnant, and then I don't know. I have like a bunch of people that I know having babies right now. It's very crazy. 'Tis the season. It's like 2020 all over again. Let's see. If it's a blue candle, it's a boy. Purple candle, it's a girl. Yo, Marlon, dude, that's good, bro. That's good. I like that. That's what I'm doing for mine. It's gonna be an exploding candle, which is explode in a different color. Let's go. Shout out to Crimson Caravan giving Chembro hugs. Let's get it. How'd your V-Day date go? It went well. Me and Mrs. Candles are pretty laid back people. We're not, we just went out to eat. It was a good time. We moved down here to the ATL from New York. So me and Mrs. Candles have been on, our past couple years of our life have been pretty wild. There we go, 24 on the dot, baby. Let's count these up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 giveaways, baby. This is going to be maybe the biggest giveaway we've ever done on the channel. Hey, Tony, Decker's going to kill us. But that's okay. Decker's our money guy. We love Decker. I want to bring Decker on stream one time. I feel like Decker would be like a really good character for the show to just pop in once in a while and like yell at us like, hey, stop spending money or something like that. I don't know. We love you, Decker, if you're watching this, bro. Let's see. Let's see. The giveaways in a year are going to be crazy. Chemistry Bro, right now, listen, the biggest giveaway we've ever done, let me go full screen here. The biggest giveaway we've ever done on this channel, guys, was 2 Bitcoin Miami 2021 tickets. Shout out to Crypto Anon. He was actually one of the people that got to go. That was before he was a mod, I think. I think it was after that we made him a mod. Got to meet him in real life. Super cool dude. Obviously, you guys know that if you talk to him in chat. But yeah, our biggest giveaway were those 2 tickets. I think they were like $800 or $900 each. Definitely by far the biggest giveaway we've done. Not gonna lie, I got a little help from BitBoy Crypto for that one. They had a couple extra tickets and they blessed us with us. Let us give it away. So shout out to Ben and TJ for that. But we plan on absolutely trumping that, especially in the bull market, guys. We're gonna do some crazy stuff. We're only getting started on this channel, which is why it's so exciting that these live streams are so much fun in a bear market. Imagine in a bull market, guys. Imagine in a bull market. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane, guys. So much fun. And, hey, you guys are all in on the ground floor. So let's get it. And with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. Again, going to be traveling tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord, or at least Tony will. I might be like panic text him and be like, hey, man, tell him I can't go live or whatever. But you guys will be updated. I'll keep you in the loop. Worst case scenario, I'll post in the Discord, but I do plan on putting some kind of content out tomorrow. And then hopefully I could just go live at 5:45. It probably won't be a 2-hour stream, but I will try to at least go live to hang out and look at the chart with you guys, let you know what I'm thinking. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for this stream, video, YouTube thing. I'll see you in the next one. This is like my outro to my pre-records, guys. You guys know I'm not good at saying goodbye, guys. I'm not good at saying goodbye, and I always mess up my outro. But let me try this one more time. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully same place. Or hopefully different place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I might be in a hotel room, or maybe I can't do it at all. I don't know, but stay tuned. It's all about the suspense. That's all the time I got, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Hasta pasta. Bing bong. Frankie Candles out. butchering this one. I'm starting to sweat now. I'm feeling the pressure. Oh, hey, look, Satoshi. Satoshi Nakamoto, right there, behind you. Haha, bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
That's all the time I got tonight. Okay. All right. And with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, that's the time. With that all be with all, oh my god. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you embarrass yourself on your outro, and then you're trying to practice, and the live stream creeps back up on you. I might not go live tomorrow, guys. I'm embarrassed. But I don't know. Let me try this one more time. Okay. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to our boy, DZ. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. Nailed it.